everyone, I'm your host, Steven. 자, 여름에 신나게 놀았던 기억을 이제 잊고 새로운 기분으로 공부를 시작할 때입니다. 저희 스타 잉글리시과 함께 스트레스 없는 영어, 재미있는 영어 공부를 해보시기 바랍니다. Are you ready? Let's go! Humor English, 유머를 통해 영어 배워보는 시간입니다. 잘 들어보세요. Once, there were two backpackers who saw a bear about to charge them. So one backpacker took off his hiking boots and put on his running shoes. His companion asked, "You'll never outrun the bear. Why are you putting those on?" The guy with the running shoes replied, "I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you." 오, 이런 친구는 차라리 없는 게 더 낫겠죠? 아, 사람은 running shoes, 운동화 신으면서 그 한 분보다 더 빨리 뛰어가면 충분하다. 그러면 bear는 그 친구를 공격할 거니까. 와, 이런 친구 진짜 없으면 훨씬 낫겠는데. 하지만 스타 잉글리시는 여러분에게 가장 좋은 친구가 되어드리겠습니다. 여기 우리 또 다른 멋진 친구가 있습니다. 션 리처드 둘레이크. 지금 만나보시죠. Sean, good to see you again.
Good to be back.
Good. Okay, so
how have you been?
I've been well. You?
I've been good.
Good week?
I've been good. It's been a busy week.
Okay.
But, you know.
Yes, preparing for your new drama and everything. But let's start off by talking a little bit about your background, especially family-wise. And were you born in Korea or?
No. It's strange. A lot of journalists mistake that I was born in Korea.
Really?
Yeah, but actually I was born and raised in Los Angeles area.
Okay.
So it's a suburb just to the east of LA.
You're not, it's hard to say whether you're Korean or not. You're American, we know that much, because you're born and raised in America, right? And your mother is originally?
My mother's Korean. She was born and raised in Seoul. Okay. And my father is British, actually. He was born and raised in London.
Okay.
So they met.
My next question. Where? How did
they met in LA. My mom immigrated when she was about 17 with my grandmother and my two uncles. And it was a hard time for them at that time. They didn't come with, I think, a lot of money, and it was a difficult time for them. But
really?
My mother made her way doing schooling, and then she worked at a bank. She actually lied about her age at the beginning to get employment. But she was doing banking and then went into real estate. And my father had come over on a work contract. He's a mechanical engineer. And he designs oil refineries, which lately, with the given things in the news, my dad actually used to work for BP. So now he doesn't.
BP?
Yeah, he
British
used
Petroleum.
to. At that time he did. Now he does not.
Luckily, for
now
your
he does
father.
not. But it's kind of a household conversation, too, with what's going on in the States right now in the Gulf, because that's my dad's job. So
he's a mechanical engineer.
Yeah, he's specialized in designing offshore refineries.
Really?
Yeah, so he would go on location a lot when I was young, and would be not home as much when I was younger. Anyway, the story of my parents meeting, though, but
and
my
your
father was
designed those. So he got sent from.
England.
I assume he was sent by British Petroleum to LA to go design offshore refineries.
Right.
Meets your mother.
I'm wondering if this is going to be bad for me. Saying my dad worked for BP back in the day.
Go on.
So, but
and then
But anyway, he came, and he was only supposed to be in America for a year.
Yeah.
His work contract was a year, but he met my mom, and
The rest is...
they met on a blind date. Their roommates were dating, so they were introduced that way. And the funny thing is that I asked my mom, like, why did you keep seeing Dad? Because my mom's English was better, but like my dad's accent was thick. It must have been hard for them to communicate at the beginning. And my mom was just like, well, he was just really cute, so I just kept meeting him. And then 2 years later, they got married.
Yeah.
And then I was born, and then my sister was born 2 years after that.
So you have one younger sister.
One younger sister.
And speaking of your youth and being born in LA, and did you grow up in Koreatown?
No. I was in a suburb called Arcadia, which is right next to Pasadena.
I'm familiar with it. I'm from Fullerton. So.
Oh, okay. It's really close.
Not too far.
Yeah. I would go to Koreatown a lot because my mom's Korean. She has a lot of friends there and would go. But I wasn't raised in that environment.
Yeah.
I think I had a very traditional American upbringing.
Well, except that we got a picture, too, of you as a baby doing the dol. Your father obviously was very open to...
the 돌잔치.
The 돌잔치. Your father was obviously very open to the Korean culture and raising you, capitalizing on some of your Korean background, huh?
My dad, I think at some times was kind of not knowing what was going on. Really? Just like, now my son is wearing, what do you call it?
Hanbok?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And then now there's like a lot of things on the table. He would just kind of go along with it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a pretty open-minded guy, obviously. I mean, you have a picture of my 돌잔치?
Yes. So we got a picture of your 돌잔치, and what, of course that's hard to pronounce, right? 돌잔치. What did you end up reaching for? Because that's the big thing, right?
Yeah, that's a funny story. So there's a lot of things on the table, and there was a dollar bill.
What do actors reach for? Dollar bills? Is that what actors reach for?
I don't know what actors reach for or whatever, but anyway, what I reached for was my mom said they were really like, they wanted me to pick like the pencils or the fruit.
Sure. 학자.
Yeah. Or then I think my grandma was really like pushing the string over.
What is string again?
So you could live for a long time.
Live a long time, okay.
I picked the money, okay.
Really?
Yeah. I picked the money, and then, and it was like, I was looking at the other things